This book is Final Destination meets the X-Files, then cranked up to 11. That's Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle. And I think more people should be reading his novels. Chuck Tingle has a particular flair for taking a basic concept, adding in a hefty dose of gore, just enough humor to keep it from overwhelming you, all while celebrating queer characters in a way that centers them in the story without making the book about them being queer. And Lucky Day is very much doing all of those things. This story follows Vera 4 years after a massive disaster that saw the forces of probability upended, causing luck to go completely haywire. She partners up with Agent Lane to help his seemingly unregulated government agency track down the reasons for the event and hopefully prevent it from ever happening again. What this novel does really well, though, is balance. When something disturbing or horrific is happening, Tingle nails both the dread in the lead up and the over-the-top spectacle that follows. But when the plot calls for a quiet moment between characters, there's a level of intimacy and connection that really invests you in them as well. It's that range that I think makes him stand out. I also think Chuck Tingle is a great entry point for anyone who's been hesitant to jump into horror. And Lucky Day specifically is a good starter book. Within the first 40 pages of this, you get a real sense of the gore, the humor, and the heart that this book has to offer you. And you'll know pretty quickly if this is for you or not. But it's also absolutely for traditional horror fans because the premise doesn't pull any punches. This book is both shocking and heartwarming, sometimes in the same breath. And that balance, again, is what really shows Tingle's talent as a writer. This was my second Chuck Tingle novel, and it has firmly cemented him as a must-read author for me going forward. I personally can't wait to see his next book, Fabulous Bodies, when it drops on July 7th in the US. I'm pretty excited. Have you read Lucky Day? Have you read any of Chuck Tingle's other books? Let me know in the comments.